Thanks for joining us, Drew.
It's a pleasure to be here today.
So tell us, where does our water come from?
Well, we're lucky to have a very diverse and robust water supply here in the city of Glendale. We have three supplies, one being our renewable surface water, our other being groundwater, and lastly our reclaimed water. About 40% of our supply comes from SRP, that's Salt River Project water. This water originates up in the mountains in northern and eastern Arizona through snowpack and snow melt, goes into the 6 reservoirs, and then is delivered to our 2 SRP surface water treatment plants. We're very lucky to have that ample supply of renewable surface water. We're right next to the CAP canal. This is about 38% of our supply, Colorado River water, that's delivered through the Central Arizona Project Canal. We're blessed to have this water also. It originates up in the northern Rockies through, again, snowmelt and precipitation. Comes from Lake Havasu. It's delivered 336 miles through this canal, terminates in Tucson, and it goes to our Pyramid Peak water treatment plant right here. Our next supply is groundwater. We have about 15% of our water is from groundwater, and we have wells located throughout the city, both SRP and city-owned wells. We have a very robust program to look at those wells to make sure and ensure that they are rehabilitated each year and that they're well cared for. So in 1976, we were lucky to have our Cholla surface water plant that supplies SRP water delivered. Before that time, it was all groundwater. We were 100% reliant on groundwater. It really added to our supply, getting that SRP water. Now we have this mix of 15% groundwater with the additional SRP water, so it's great. 7% of our water comes from reclaimed water, and this is from our 2 water reclamation plants. Our Arrowhead plant, which is up in northern Glendale, reclamation facility, and we also have our west reclamation facility, which is located in western Glendale. We also have a recharge facility there that recharges our reclaimed water for future use.
So I understand that there's a regional partnership necessary to provide a sustainable water supply.
Yes, there really is. We collaborate with 2 main organizations here in the Valley. One is the Arizona Municipal Water Users Association, better known as AMWA.
Mm-hmm.
And AMWA is a great organization. It has a board of directors that's composed of mayors and council members, and it is really the organization feature for AMWA. The great thing about AMWA, we look at policies both in the Phoenix metropolitan area that for the 10 member cities, including Glendale, but we also look at Arizona policy and water policy throughout the state. It really is an advocacy group, and it's a great organization to look at policy. Another great thing is WestCaps, and this is more of a localized West Valley entity. It is composed of cities, West Valley cities, and some private water companies. And again, we have the interest of the West Valley water. We look at such things as a groundwater model to look at future supply of groundwater in the western part of the Phoenix area.
So there's also other partnerships to protect the forest watershed as well. What are those partnerships?
Yes, we're really happy to be involved with the Northern Arizona Forest Fund. We are collaborating with those. We have joined with that. The Northern Arizona Forest Fund is a collaboration between SRP and the National Forest Fund. We are really joining hands with those folks. We've contributed $75,000 in 2016, and that's over a 3-year period. We're going to be contributing that to restore the watersheds and the forests in northern Arizona for the salt and Verde watersheds. And it's really important because one of the big things, we want to prevent those catastrophic wildfires.
Right.
And when you have a wildfire in the watershed, one of the big things that happens is the runoff, and we get some really high sediment loads, which puts our surface water plants, our 2 SRP surface water plants, really in a lot of stress because that costs more money. We have to get all that sediment out, and it's just really a headache for all the operators. So the more we can do to protect our watersheds, keep them healthy, the better for us.
Thank you for joining us today. Very valuable information, Drew.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks.